Yo, what's up? Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Now, Dame Dash originally made a video saying that the start of the breakup between him and Jay had something to do with the fact that he did that song or that album with R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you go do that when, Aaliyah is our homegirl? And when he chose to do that, it was like, all right, he turned his back on us. Remember that? Remember how that was said? Now, I got a couple of questions. Then I got to roll. But let me take this jacket out. Listen. I've been up in here battling this cold and what's not, Listen. Take this off. They want you to believe. They want y'all to believe that when all of this happened, Dame Dash wants y'all to believe that when all of these things went down, good old Dame had nothing to do with R. Kelly, right? He said, I didn't want to have nothing to do with that, so I want my name, everything taken off, because I didn't respect that dude. I didn't want to have nothing to do with him, right? Then this person, not the entire internet, myself, Karceno, shouts out to Choke No Joke for giving me my props when everybody else wasn't giving me my props. I said, damn, you was out there popping Armadillo bottles and bouncing all in the video. And Feista. But yet, you don't like the man. So once I said that and brought it to the attention, everybody on the internet's like, you know what, he's right. Dang, you full of crap. So the internet called him out on blast. Not me. The internet put him on blast. The internet said, you a liar, Dame. Now, Dame's a good brother. I won't put Dame down like that and say he's got a lot of malice in his heart, but he says a lot of things that just, like, they're very opportunistic for Dame. It's all per Dame. Everything is pro Dame. Yeah, because Nick saw my video. Everybody saw my video. I tagged Nick like I tagged Nick into this. Nick, I'm cool with Nick. We ain't had no contact about this though, but I'm cool with Nick. Who you think got the picture of Nick and Beyonce? The one that Nick posted. Who you think got the picture? Who you think was there? Now listen. Let me explain something else. He went on Nick's show, doubling down on it, right? Then Nick brought up the fact that Dame was in the Feista video, right? Dame got offended because he know it's all over the internet. Dame, man, I'm tired of this, man. That offends me, man. I ain't in no photographs with homie. Dog, you ain't gotta be in no photographs of him. You're in his video. Don't try to change the narrative to, oh man, I was in the video, man. I'm trying to do a good look because I'm like, man, I'm gonna take a silent protest. But I'm doing this for Benny Siegel. I'm doing this for Memphis Bleak. I'm doing this for Rockefeller. Like, I ain't want nothing to do with it, but I'm doing it for them. Dog. Dame act like he's the artist. Dame, you are not the star, okay? Once again, Dame Dash is feeding you misdirection. Good dude, man. He gets in this mode sometimes where when he gets caught up on his BS, he didn't know nobody was going to catch him up on his BS. What Dame thought is he was going to talk like he normally do, and then it goes away. And he move on to something else. And Dame just got his point across and his agenda that he wanted to roll at that moment in time. Now, the narrative have changed. See? Now the narrative have changed now. Now you don't have the same protection you had before. Things are a little different than what they were the last time you was around. Right? Things are a little bit different. Because now people are bringing it back to you. See, that's the way the internet works now. You just can't say everything no more and walk away. Now, let me get to the narrative and with the point. Okay? Dame Dash, let me tell you what Dame did. Dame was in the Feista video because Dame wants to promote what he's working on. Dame and Jay at this time ain't even dealing with Dame. Dame got nothing to do with it. This R. Kelly song. Boo and Gotti got more right stripes on the song than Dame Dash. There's no Rockefeller promoter or production on the record at all. It has nothing to do with that. Jay-Z is just a guest on the record. Y'all were invited to be in the video. So if Dame Dash, you wanted to take a silent protest, you know what a silent protest is? Your ass ain't in the video. What are you doing in the video? It wasn't like the show couldn't go on without Dame. He making it seem like everybody's waiting on Dame. We gotta have Dame in the video. Where's Dame? Is he in the dressing room? We can't do this without Dame. You serious? That song led to the doggone Jadakiss beef with Jay-Z. You see what I'm saying? It led to a whole bunch of stuff going down that night. A whole bunch of stuff going down that night. But like I was telling y'all a long time ago about Dame. That's just how the man operates. You know what I'm saying? The man operates exactly like that, misdirection, feeding you one thing and doing another. That was 2001, brother. About 4 or 5 months before Aaliyah passed away. Dame is popping bottles and the reason why Dame did the video and he put his butt in there had nothing to do with no doggone, I'm doing this for my crew. No, your crew was going to be in the video any damn way. So they didn't need you to be in the video for them. Memphis Bleak was already in the video. They was already going to do their thing. The reason why you were in the video, Dame, is so you wanted to advertise your Armadale vodka, get your face shown, because you were trying to be the star. You wanted to be what Puffy was. But you wasn't Puffy. Steve Stout had replaced you. That's why Nas called you that. Is he Dame Diddy, Dame Daddy, or Dame Dummy? Oh, I get it. You big and he's puffy. You trying to be puffy. That's what it was. You was trying to be Puff. You were trying to be Puff. Steve Stout replaced you. You were already pushed out. Jay wasn't even dealing with you anymore. And you know that. Jay wasn't dealing with you. All of his business dealings was going at that time with Steve Stout because Steve Stout was bringing in that bag. Steve Stout had track masters, Tone and Polk. They were the hottest producers out. They had the hottest records. They did the whole Jay-Z and R. Kelly record, so you had nothing to do with it. So how was your name gonna be on it? Why would your name be on it? You see, he feeds you guys because you guys are young. So he feeds you guys misinformation. But the people who are old enough to know what was going on at the time know that Dame want to stick his head in and try to wave his flag like, yo, it's Rockefeller, we up in here. He just making noise. Nobody was even paying no attention to him. He had nothing to do. So that's why he brought in Cam. Yo, I'm bringing in Cam. Yo, I'm going to sign some artists. I'm finna redo this whole thing. Yo, we finna redo the whole thing. Which is cool. Dame had a lot of great ideas. Jay tried to help him out as much as possible, but Jay didn't attach himself to Dame. He was dealing with Leor. He was dealing with Kevin Lyles. He was dealing with Steve Stout. Jay was more going in that direction, and that was ticking Dame off. He was already on the outs. He knew it. So his being in the video was more for him than it was for anybody else. He needed it. You think R. Kelly needed you in his video? You think R. Kelly cared if Dame Dash wasn't taking a picture with him? I don't want to be seen photographed with homie. Maybe homie didn't care if you were there or not. Think R. Kelly cared about Dame Dash being in his video? That's crazy. Yeah, I remember Guilty Until Proven Innocent. That was on Jay-Z's album. Absolutely. See, that's how it used to work back then. Black artists used to do something different. If they appeared on your song, then you return the favor by appearing on their song. And that's how it used to work. It used to be the yin and yang. Like when Jay-Z and Biggie was on Be Happy, R. Kelly did the song I'm Effing You Tonight on Biggie's album. And at that time, that was before I Believe You Could Fly. That's a whole nother thing we're going down. So I won't take you that far off because I'm gonna make a video on that soon. So I don't want to go through that. I'm gonna get y'all the whole rundown behind that. But you get what I'm saying. One turn deserves another. So when he got R. Kelly to do the song on Guilty Until Proven Innocent, and they did that song, R. Kelly was already the hottest producer in the game. So what else you gonna get from him? You know, I mean, what more do you need from him? In other words, he's R. Kelly. You feel me? He R. Kelly. You don't need your help. He good. So just so that the rest of the world is caught up, Dame is once again twisting, talking about he's offended. You're offended that nobody went for the banana in the tailpipe? You offended nobody went for that? Like, I'm offended, man. Nobody believed my whole thing about me taking a silent protest. A silent protest. Like he had bars to spit. Like he had a vocal part in the video. I'm taking a silent protest. You know what? I took a silent protest when I was at the game and LeBron was playing. I took a silent protest. But I paid to go to the game. But I took a silent protest. When you protest, you don't participate. That's what I know. Hey. Protest normally is non-participation. I'm taking a protest. I ain't gonna participate in that. You don't like this dude so much, you gonna be in his video throwing your hands around, being an extra in his video. Get your face shown, getting close-ups in there, mean mugging. All in his video. Cause they forced you to do it. The hell up out of here. The hell up out of here, Dave. You got in that video. Cause of stout. Stop it. Don't tell any more lies. We know what you're gonna say. You got in all of that for stout. For stout. You want to make it seem like you were still viable. You were still the man. That was it. That was the only reason. Got nothing against you, Dame. This is nothing personal. This is just me being real. And I wish that you would be real and just come full clean and just say, you know what? I'm going to be real. I was really trying to promote my Armadale vodka and, keep my face out there because, the thing, me and Jay, he was pulling away from me at the time. See, that's being real. Nobody want to do that because they got to make themselves look like they're Superman in the story. They got to be the superhero. They can't look like the person with egg on their face. You see what I'm saying? So, if you can't look like the person with egg on your face, then you ain't gonna make it. See, I remember back in the days, there used to be an old saying. It says, bruh, don't embarrass yourself no more. You keep telling me Feista was before Aaliyah. Bruh, you thinking about the actual song that had Jadakiss on it. Feista came out before the remix, kid. The remix came out months later. Came out in May of 2001. Alright, they had already been cool with Aaliyah. This ain't really got nothing to do with Aaliyah. See, let me get that straight right now. This really ain't got nothing to do with no Aaliyah. Okay? The fact that he was actually doing songs with R. Kelly and making moves to go in this direction. You gotta understand, this is before Blueprint. This is when Steve Stout first came there. And Steve Stout started bringing in everything, and Dame didn't like it. Like, what are we doing over here with Steve Stout? Because Stout came through with clout. You see what I'm saying? Stout came through with clout. This is right before Blueprint. They were doing all that. They was getting ready to film H to the Izzo and all that. Tone and Polk was the legends at the time. And Just Blaze and everybody else was there trying to get their spot. Kanye just got brought in. And that was the biggest move Dame ever did. He brought in Kanye West. But when it comes to this situation, man, let me tell you. When it comes to this situation, man, it's a simple dissection. All right? It's a simple dissection. So, anyway. Like I was saying, when you get to a situation like this, the news always change. You know, people always got something smart to say, or you know, the narrative just is different. They don't. They don't see it the same way you see it. You must have been crazy. You see, something had to be wrong with you. Now, Choke no joke, he believed that the Aaliyah situation led to the split up, like that led to the breakup of Rockefeller. It ain't got nothing to do with that. What led to the breakup of Rockefeller is Dame being excluded from everything. He was feeling like he was being casted out, while his relationship with Steve Stout and Lee R. Cohen and all the people at Def Jam was strengthening. His was weakening. And he knew he was on his way out. And that they weren't even speaking at the time. Like, it got to the point where they weren't even speaking to each other. So it really ain't to do with Aaliyah. Period. That's just theatrics, and that's sad. And that's a sad thing that Dame had to put that on that girl's name, because that's just sensationalism, and that's pitiful, because she's not here to defend herself, to say that that was the start of the end. That wasn't the start of no end. Because if that was the case, when Jay used to talk to her and you started talking to her, that wouldn't have been grounds to start being the end? How you took, because Jay was with her first and then she ended up with you? That situation could have been the start of the end. But the start of the end would be you having feelings about him doing songs with R. Kelly when y'all all supposed to be cool. And she didn't have a problem with it. You see what I'm saying? So she was telling you, man, don't even say nothing. Like, leave it alone. So obviously, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the situation was, he wasn't around it. Oh, the Aaliyah thing was good for his image. It was good for Dame's image. Dame was in magazines without Jay-Z. That was the first time Dame Dash, you really seen him in a magazine without Jay-Z. Every time they showed Dame Dash, he was always in a position where he was cheesing and smiling because he was right next to Jay. That was the first time anybody could picture seeing Dame really featured in like magazines and everything, is when he was with Aaliyah. And that's all it really was for him, was a good look. Wasn't finna marry no Aaliyah. Aaliyah wasn't thinking about no marriage. She was 21. Just finna make 20. She wasn't thinking about getting married to no Dame. But he gonna put that out there in the world to try to, you know, just feed off of it. Because, you know, Aaliyah was the hottest thing out. So, it is what it is. I mean, I understand. Dame's a businessman. He's a businessman. So, this is all business for Dame. Look, let me tell you something. Dame had Cam. He didn't have Dipset. Let me repeat that. Dame had Cameron. He did not have Dipset. Dipset was Cam's. And Cam's only. Dame had no parts of Dipset. You see, that was the deception. My thing is, I know I've seen these things before, dog. I just don't trust it. You know what I'm saying? In my own estimation, I never heard her talk about it openly when she to discuss anything with Dame about marriage. So no. So I'm only going from her perspective when she was alive. Now, Dame could tell you any pretty little story come to his head that's going to keep him getting some attention. Dang, that's on Dame. I ain't going to knock that. Knock yourself out. But when you try to say, oh, man, dude did this, and dude, I ain't like dude like that, and that's why I wasn't around him, and I don't understand how Jay. Come on, dog. Now you doing something, just trying to push an agenda. Trying to push something, point the finger at Jay. You know, so everybody can look at Jay. Jay, how could you do that, man? You know, that's why Dame didn't want to do all that. I mean, Dame is smart, okay? He's too smart to make that look that accidental. Come on. You don't understand what I'm saying, dog. I'm saying Dame Dash did not own Dipset. Juelz was signed directly through Def Jam. Cameron had him. He had a deal straight with Def Jam. They weren't signed through Rockefeller. Only person that was signed through Rockefeller was Cam. Jim Jones wasn't signed to The Rock. None of them. Cameron owned that. If he got the album distributed through Rockefeller, yeah, he probably got some points off the album, but that had nothing to do with Dame. That was all Cam's thing, and he made sure of that. Him and Dame fell out about a lot of things that had something to do with these different things where Dame was going to be brought in, and they went to Flex, and Flex started doing it because Dame wasn't doing his job. Flex was the guy that was out there promoting and helped pushing it instead of Dame Dash. Flex brings that up to this day, that he wasn't doing his job. Now, Flex, you know, he over the top a lot, and he says a lot of things that's foul, but some of the things that he said was on point when it was talking about Dame. Dame's a good guy, don't get me wrong. He got a good heart. Deep down, Dame got a good heart. But he just, it's that ego. It's that insecurity. They can't, it's not all gone. You know what I'm saying? It's still there. When you get older, that insecurity, you look back on it and be like, man, I was stupid. You know, when I did this. Man, I was stupid when I did that. Everybody do that. So when you guys are young, when you guys get older, you're going to look back at some of the things you're doing now and I'm like, man, that was stupid. I would have never done it like that. That's called growth, maturity, and you get through that insecure stage where you got to look like, yo, I'm balling, I'm shining 24 hours a day. Once you get past that silliness and off the ridiculousness of that, then you start to see an even clearer picture. And what Dame problem was, Dame needed to go on that Nick Cannon interview and say, Nick, the truth of it was, you know, I loved Aaliyah, you know, with all my heart. I was in the R. Kelly video, Feista and all that. I didn't really like the dude, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to have nothing to do with me being him photographed with dude and nothing like that. I had nothing to do with his project with him and Jay. So that's their thing. You know, it was baffling to me why he would do a complete album with him instead of somebody from Rockefeller. But, you know, that's his thing, you know, but that's his route. He chose to do that. I chose to go out my route and spend my time, you know, with my girl Aaliyah and do my thing and, you know, try to create our own brands and branch out because, you know, Jay ain't gonna rap forever. We got to create new avenues. That's what I was trying to do at Rockefeller. No, Dame don't do that. Dame don't do that. Dame goes out there. I never liked Homeboy anyway, you know, and she told me some things. You know, it's like the Powell effect. The ego comes in, then the old Dame Dash come back a little bit, and then you start hearing that bravado and that I can't look, you know, like I got egg on my face. And that video I made, and I told everybody about the Fiesta video, he had egg on his face. Because now he looks stupid. And he wasn't supposed to look stupid. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, whoa, wait a minute. Y'all just made me look stupid in front of all these people. I can't believe it. Y'all made me look stupid. So while we all out there chilling, enjoying life, this dude out there mad because he felt people made him look stupid. So he had to go back on, sit down on the show and start addressing the Feista thing, like, and change a narrative that nobody was actually saying. I am not in one photograph with that man. I'm not chilling with him in that video. Dude, you in his video. It's not a Rockefeller video. This is a R. Kelly video featuring Boo and Gotti and Jay-Z. What the hell it had to do with you? Nothing. You wanted to be there. Yo, I just wanted to be unified with my crew so we wouldn't look crazy. Yeah, right. You look crazy in the video. The video never looked crazy till you went on Nick Cannon show and you started talking crazy about our when you were popping bottles and doing extra stuff. If you wanted silent, all you could have did was be in the video, bob your head, have your head down. You in there popping Armadale vodka. Getting close-up shots. You should have told the director, look, yo, man, I don't want no close-up shots. He could have said all these things. But see, that's the problem. People got too much ego and pride. They got to have something that's going to catch all the headlines, all the social media. Because if he'd have said what I said Dame should have said, it made too much sense. You know, that's not attractive enough. It's not juicy. Thank you. Damn. Gotta do all that for cash now, huh? I'm no R. Kelly apologist. I'm just telling it. I'm the person that's just telling you like it is. On the real. Me, I'm going out tonight. Going to hang out. Spend some quality time. It's time for grown man stuff. Nope. Dame Dash just sensationalized everything to you guys. And doggone it, I left the food. I was supposed to bring the Chinese food with me. They came for Hassan just like they came for me. Uber Eats. Yeah, I love ordering for Uber Eats. No, she was getting the Chinese food out of my house. That was the only food she was getting. Thanks, Domo. I do feel a lot better. When I'm taking any medicine, I've naturally healed myself in less than a day. Now, I'm not 100%, but I feel like I'm enough to perform, because I'm going to have to perform tonight and defend my title. But I drink milk, drink a lot of water, keep hydrated, keep warm tea and hot soup. Naturally made soup, like hot soup. So what you want is the type of soup you want is a nice, warm, like homemade chicken soup, not the stuff that's in the can. You want somebody to go in there and make that soup. I had real soup. Well, if you don't, some people, I need milk, you know, for the bones, keep that structure, keep the stomach solid. This is after I've got up a lot of phlegm and stuff and getting my body back right. Milk kind of gets me back whole. Exactly. Now, me personally, now you guys heard what Dame had to say, and you heard what I had to say. Who do you feel is right in the situation? Who you feel is more right in this situation, me or Dame? Okay, no, it's fair, it's democracy. If they truly feel that way, then that's fine. But remember, those are people that just got here like 2 minutes ago. So they don't even know what we're talking about. They just saying dang just because they're here to hate. You know, we're always going to have a bunch of idiots coming. You know, can't blame them for being idiots. They probably were born that way. Man, they popping everybody over tonight. What's up with the cops? I know. Jesus told the truth, and look what happened to him. So according to you guys, you believe Dame Dash, when he said he was in the Fiesta video, but he wasn't with our things for Memphis Bleak and for Rockefeller. That's the only reason he was in that video. He did not want to be there at all. He wanted nothing to do with R. Kelly. And the fact that Jay-Z did this album with this man was the start of the breakup between them. Or do you believe this? Dame Dash showed up in that video because he wanted to advertise Dame Dash. He wanted to advertise Armadale Vodka. He wanted to advertise. It was free advertisement for him. R. Kelly's the hottest R&B artist in the world. Jay-Z's in the video. He's got close-ups. Everything's popping. Of course he over-exaggerated, because all he wanted to do was send a shot at Jay and Jay to R. Kelly. Once again, that was the goal. That was the thing. Was to make that shot. That was his goal. And I ain't even bring up the fact that, you 29, you about 28, 29, dating a 20-year-old, with your 30-year-old buddy and y'all fighting over a 20-year-old, We ain't gonna bring that up. That's not what this video is about. See, there you go. They got one. They got somebody on the hook. There go Troy Robinson. There's Troy Robinson. Why would Jay-Z be foul for working with R. Kelly? See, there you go. Now, what Dame is talking about and what he's trying to allude to is statutory. But he didn't say that. He just said the R word. You know what I'm saying? But statutory is what he was replying to. See, Dame is smart. He's not dumb. He's too smart. He's smart enough to make dumb mistakes so that he know that you guys will pick up on it and go on that note. You see what I'm saying? He's talking statutory. But here's the thing. Nobody forced her to do anything. She had family there. She had her parents there. Nobody forced her to marry R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? Nobody forced Aaliyah into that lifestyle. She chose to do all these things, dog. She chose. She was her own person. She did a lot of things, bro. And I was, in her short period of time, in her short life, she did a lot. But she was always had an adult mindset. You know, she was always above her age. She didn't act like the normal 15-year-old person would act. She acted like an adult at 15. She acted way beyond her years. Since she was like 9, appearing in talent shows because she was groomed to be that way. You know, her parents put her in that atmosphere at a young age in Detroit. You know, got her in these lounges singing with all these grown men. You know, it's just, she was 9. You know, she was so used to it. Yeah, she acted above her age. Doesn't mean she was, it made her older. No. When girls that's young act like that, they attract men that's older to them. Then most of the girls that's in high school that you dated, or they were always looking for older men. Kids was always looking at their teachers and liking their teachers and stuff like that. But as the adult, it's the adult's job to say, you got some growing up to do. You know, your body's matured, and a lot of these girls, their bodies mature differently. You know, they don't have a normal kid's body. They got a body of an adult woman. You know, they never had a chance to go and have a normal childhood. And guys that are so sexually driven now because of the way everything is now, everything is like over, you know, all these sexual advances now. You got to start talking to your kids about sex in like 5th grade. It's getting bad. Kids know more about sex and earlier and earlier and earlier now. So you got to start having the talks real early. You know, that's what I'm saying. Even though the girl might act older and all of these things, she's not. She hasn't experienced enough at her young age. She's probably been exposed to a lot, but she's still young. She hasn't been around the block. She talk it, but she ain't lived it. You know, and when people date somebody like that, they're mostly thinking about them. They're not thinking about anything other than. Because what's going to happen is, okay, y'all got a 20-30 year gap. When you 70 and she's in her, when you're in your 40s, she's in her 40s and you somewhere in your 65, 70 in a wheelchair somewhere, and she got to push your butt around. She young and still go out and have a good time. And you over want to sit down and read all day. You know, that's when it'll kick in. You know, see, they don't think about all that stuff until it actually come around. Well, for J and B, you know, they got money, so they don't really fit in this category. See, back then, gorgeous was a state of mind. Beauty was a state of mind. It was how you felt about yourself. Now, Aaliyah, she had, as far as butt, there was basically nothing there but hamstrings and legs and back. No butt. About a negative A cup, but she was beautiful. She didn't have any of these things that everybody lusts for today. If this was today's time, people would walk right past Aaliyah like she was nobody. Thought she was just some tomboy. But we looked at Aaliyah as beautiful. But now in today's world, everybody's super charged up, super over sexualized. That you gotta have double D's, you gotta have a Brazilian butt lift. You see what I'm saying? And if you don't, they cast you out. You know, oh, she ain't popping. Skinny was in then. That's what I'm saying. Everybody skinny is normally always in, depending on who you are, but it was more than that. You know what I'm saying? It was more than that. She was actually beautiful. There's people that are big that are beautiful. It's about how you carry yourself. Now, if you're a big, slouchy, stanky human being, ain't nobody gonna want to be around you. You could be a real beautiful girl with a stank attitude. Who gonna want to be around that? We done seen some of the finest women in the world get dumped. As fine as Jennifer Lopez was, you know what she got? What? Dumped. Somebody thought there was somebody better down the road. You know that girl that was super fine and everybody gotta have her? You know what she got? Dumped. Cheated on. Haley Berry, top 10 most beautiful woman in the world. Couldn't keep a man. We know Aaliyah liked older men. There are women like that. You think girls in high school didn't try to date me or my friends' sisters and think I was hot and cute? My boy JoJo, his cousin, took pictures of mine and had it like a shrine to me on her wall. I'm like, what in the world is this? Because I would have never seen it. I've never, like, in her room. I have no business in there. Just so happened to be, we were helping to move, and they was like, yeah, it's in the room. I look on the wall, there's pictures of me in my basketball shirt off. It's like a shrine to me on that wall. Now, I'm the adult. You know, I shut everything down. I'm like, look, it's okay. Don't, you know, you're on the right track. Somebody that's like me is who you need. But it can't be me. See, it's for you, right? You have to be the adult in the situation. But what you don't want to do is crush the person or embarrass them. See, that's sometimes parents get excitable and they embarrass their kids. Then that's when the child start hiding things from you because you're going to embarrass them. It's up to you not to act on these things. That's part of being an adult, period. You don't have to have kids to do that. You're an adult. Because in your mind, you got to say to yourself, what is a child going to offer you? What are you going to get out of this? Where you going to take them? Disneyland? You gonna get mad at them because they ain't old enough to get in the club? Younger kids or teenagers, they always are gonna want to be with the older adult or want to be grown. That's the nature of all kids. When I was younger, I couldn't wait till I was 18. I couldn't wait till I was this age. I wanted to get out there and do this and do that. You know, all the kids. I can't wait till I'm grown. When I'm this age, wait till I'm this age. I'm gonna be this tall. And I'm gonna be this, you know, you wanna be older. I can't think of a guy a kid in the world in high school, grammar school, didn't like a teacher. Wasn't attracted to a teacher. There is a teacher in your school at some level that you were attracted to. She's an older lady. You would have drop kicked the hottest chick in your class to get to that teacher. But the teachers are the educators, and they're supposed to be the adults because they know better. So they know not to act or, you know, give in to impulses and things like that. Mrs. Johnson, 6th grade. Right, and that goes for girls too. Girls got male teachers that they like. Same thing. But when the teacher starts acting on these things, or the adult, then the adult are always at fault. You're the adult. You have to be the one to put it in or stop to all of it. It's up to you. Wait till I show you my yearbook. I wanted what was she like? She wasn't even a full teacher. She was a teacher's assistant, a teacher's aide. Wait till I show you her. You're gonna be like, man, I'm gonna be like, yep, that's her. She was married then, but me and her husband was gonna have to fight. I mean, look, me and him gonna have to fight. Yeah, substitute teachers, they were normally fine. But all I cared about was I had no work to do, so we was good. I'm like, substitute, yeah, you don't matter. Prepare to get ran over today. Just sit there, collect your check. We running the whole class today. Let's go. What do y'all normally do? What we're doing right now. It was like, lean on me. Down, dum, 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 down, dum, dum, dum. Welcome to the jungle. How do I know Nick Cannon? Nick Cannon is, I knew Nick when he first came on Nickelodeon set. Absolutely. Nick Cannon and Kel when they did all that, Kel's from Chicago. You know I know Kel, so that's where it all started. And about time Nick got there later. Like the show was rolling, and Kel were the biggest thing on the show. Then they were gonna get their own show, and they brought in another guy to help out, and Nick ended up getting rolled. And they hated Nick Cannon when he first got there. I mean, the fans was, he's trying to be Kel. They thought he was trying to be Kel. And, Kel came out there like, no, man, no, he cool, y'all know. Give him a chance. Like, no, this is my boy Nick, man, he cool. So it was cool. They was, like, real respectful with each other. And, things just started to go in different ways, like attitudes, ego, and things started to go in different directions. And we start seeing where Kel said no to things. No. Nick said yes to things. Yeah. Well, Kel was closing his doors on certain relationships with people because he was being guided wrongly. Nick was open to relationships with these people and start working with people and getting to know him, was friendly, and he got the nod as easier to work with in the business. One person couldn't handle success at the time because they had a lot of different things going on, juggling a lot of hats, and when everything at home ain't right and you trying to go out and do everything else, it's like a circus act. You're trying to keep everything balanced and all the beams are falling down around you. It's not making sense. So yep, Nick at night, baby. That's how Nick was able to still have those relationships to come back, start working Nickelodeon, and do all these things he was doing out there. Like I said, there was no social media at the time when all that stuff was going on, so the newspapers were the ones leading the investigation. So now, they right back at it again. Yeah, homeboy, you thought I was gonna hit you, didn't you? I know. Yeah, so Nick and we all hung out though, man. It was great. Seeing all this raw talent, director and music conductor, Kenny, who played in Boomerang. He was in the movie Boomerang too. He was the little kid that art school with Haley Berry, and she had those two kids. And he was like, "Sister, you don't care enough about me to want to learn my name?" And then he was on the TV show with Robert Townsend, The Parenthood. But he ended up trying to produce his own movies and do TV shows. And him and Kel mostly started working together and doing projects. Yeah, I know. But it's time to say goodbye to all my internet friends. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to see how many of y'all donated to the page by clicking that link in the description box. I'm going to check and see. I'm gonna see how much y'all really do support your boy. I'm gonna see who hit up that super chat. Now you see how far I drove? I've been driving about an hour. That's how far the girls stay away from me. I'm like Superman. I'm in the fortress of solitude. I come out to see them, and then I go back all the way to my house. That's how you do it. Be no surprise pop-up is in my house. I'll be, I'm lost. Where am I? I mean, I don't need no surprises. Real love, that's right. 2 in the morning, here I come. And she got to get up in the morning. She got to go to work at what? She got to be there at 8. Oh well, sucks to be her.